Hello, I'm Laura McHarrie, The Hidden Edge, with another tea break tip on how to use business models and tools to help you manage your growing business. Today, we're looking at data collection. The ability to generate more information with technology and the internet is enormous. But raw data itself doesn't really help us very much because it really needs to be processed into finished information in order to give us a reason and a purpose behind collecting it. Let's have a look at what makes the characteristics of good and useful information. There are three. James O'Brien said, time, content, and form makes up good information. Businesses depend on high quality information to develop strategic plans, identify problems, and interact with other organizations. Information is of high quality if it has characteristics that make it useful for these tasks. The characteristics of useful information falls into three broad categories: time, content, and form. Time. Information should be available when needed, up to date, provided when needed, and related to the appropriate time period, whether that is past, present, or future. Content. Useful information is error-free. It's suited to the needs of the user, complete, concise, and relevant. That means it excludes unnecessary data and is an accurate measure of performance. The form. The information should be provided in a form that is easy for the user to understand and meets the user's needs for that level of detail. The presentation should be ordered and should use the combination of words, numbers, and diagrams that is most helpful to the user. Also, information should be presented in a useful medium. Printed documents maybe, video display maybe, sound even. We collect raw data in many different ways. Here's just three examples of things that we use. Google Analytics is at the bottom there. We have an employee time tracking record form, and on the right we have an expense report. Just brief captured examples of what might be happening in your business. What about primary research? Primary research is where we interview, we may do surveys, we may pull together a focus group, or possibly a market research online community, or maybe even ethnographics. That's where we watch people for a period of time. It's important to look at the data quality. So first of all, validity. Validity refers to the closeness between the values provided and the true values of the research. Reliability. This is determined by the degree to which measurements are similar or consistent on the repeated measures. Objectivity. The objectivity of data means that the conclusions are based on statistically sound methods. Generalizability. This is concerned with the sound sampling procedures that yield a sample representative of the population on key variables and follow up with the non-respondents. Utility. Utility includes aspects of timeliness, that the data is collected in a timely manner so that data maintain their relevance to their users. Punctuality, the release of the data, and accessibility, ways in which the data are made available to the intended users. Completeness. This refers to ways in which missing values that exist in a given dataset are handled. Relevance. This refers to the degree to which data are important to users and to their needs. And finally, integrity. Integrity is concerned with minimizing errors through the process of collecting, recording, and analyzing data. Integrity can be enhanced by properly training those involved with data collection and by reviewing that the data has been properly recorded. The magnitude of collecting data can be enormous. That's why it's important to make sure that you have a framework around which you are putting the data collection within. What's the purpose of it? What do you want to get out of it? What's the premise? Do download the templates from the Hidden Edge website. Use the checklist to check out your robustness of the data collection that you are using for your project. And whilst you're there, please share your stories with the rest of us, because I'm collecting a portfolio of case studies that will illustrate how we use data collection to help other people when they're pulling their strategies together. So that's it from me for this time. Enjoy the rest of the tea break.